Hey, Stack Nation, Stack Daddy coming at you here. I'm not one to try to have breaking news and all that stuff. You guys know everything that I know. But I will say that just like you know, I also know that right now precious metals are dropping. Gold is below four now, and silver's, what, in the 46s, I think, the last time I checked. Either way, guys, don't even sweat it. It's time to buy. I own a bunch of precious metals, so I'm sitting here losing money. I mean, I'm losing money. When gold drops $100, I lose tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, you could look at it that way, but I don't. I mean, to me, it's like, heck yeah. I mean, I'm still buying. I'm not ready to cash out, to be honest with you. So that's where I'm heading now. Well, I'm going to make a stop or two, and then I'm going to go to a couple coin shops. But I mean, guys, buy. If you're in the buying mode, if you got some extra money, I understand everybody doesn't always have extra money. I don't always have extra money to blow. We're all just human beings. But if you do, I mean, you know, if you've got some extra money to buy a couple ounces of silver or something like that, this is it, guys. This is the time. I don't know why, you know, people want to sell when stuff's, let me think here. Am I getting this backwards? People want to buy when stuff is higher, and then they panic and they want to sell when it goes down. I mean, don't do that. If you're a stacker, I mean, be a stacker. You know, make the decision right now. Are you a real stacker or not? It's not something you do for a week or a month or anything like that. It's something that you really do for, you know, if you can, you do it for years. I mean, you know, you do it from the time you start until the time that you're ready to shut down and retire, in my opinion. But guys, I mean, this is the time to buy. Maybe not buy, but it's the time to go buy. How about that? You know, do with it what you will, but don't be flipping out right now saying, oh, I spent all that money, this stuff is going to be worthless, I'm going to get out of it now while it's still worth something. It's not like that, guys. I mean, you know, this has been going on for literally thousands of years. It's not like that, guys. You guys check around. I always post good deals. I try to post stuff I find on eBay or Reddit or where else? Even on some of the Facebook groups. Even some of the online dealers. But you know, this is the time to kind of buy, guys. I mean, like I said, if you can buy an ounce of silver, go for it. If you want to buy 100 ounces of gold, I mean, do whatever it is you do. But you know, either be a stacker or not, guys. You can't be doing no crazy panic stuff, none of this nutcase stuff. I'm not panic buying. I'm just gonna buy a little bit because the stuff's a little bit cheaper. So if it goes up, then I'll have a little bit less money invested. It's common sense, guys. It's just common sense stuff. But this stuff is doing some dropping right now, and I'm not making no big deal about it. It's not no big dramatic deal to me. I've been watching this for 21 years this year. So with all that said, I'm gonna go buy a little bit. You know, not way more than I normally would. Just gonna go buy some because it just seems like the smart thing to do. You know, the stuff I buy is a little bit cheaper right now, so it just makes sense to kind of go buy some. You know, I buy it when it's a little bit higher, so I buy when it's a little bit cheaper. Try to do a little bit of cost averaging. All right, guys, that's what I'm doing. That's what Stack Daddy's doing today on Monday, October the whatever this is. I think Halloween's on Friday, so whatever that makes today. But you guys, hey, same old thing. Stack on. Stack Nation, coin shop action is done. Got some decent deals, or a decent deal, I guess you would say. May make a video here in a little bit and you know, flip it in with this one, or however you want to say. That guy's over the line. You better calm down. But let me get my little walk to live here. I don't live to walk or run. I walk and run to live a little bit better, hopefully. A little bit better than other people that I've seen in my life. All right, guys, let me get this done. Maybe I'll make a little video showing what popped up at an LCS. Going Stack Nation, you got Stack Daddy and you got Stacks coming at you here from Middle America. You can't see Stacks. He's running around like a crazy psycho, but trust me, he's there. All right, guys, I didn't have time to like dump this out and do the big surprise and all that. Not that anybody really cares about that, but I made a couple of little deals earlier running to check out some coin shops. So I went to 2 locations.
One's a coin shop, regular old LCS, and the other one is a wholesaler. Um, and everything is kind of interesting because I go to the same wholesaler that deals with the coin shops, but no, the coin shops and whatnot really don't know that, and it's something that the wholesaler doesn't want everybody to know. But I do a lot of business with the wholesaler. I've been doing a lot of business with them for some years, and that's just how it is. And I think the coin shops I've actually been there before, and some of the coin shops multiple times over the years. Some of the coin shop owners kind of walk in. Nobody's ever really said anything. It just kind of is what it is. Fortunately, I live in an area where there's a lot of coin shops. To me, it seems like a lot. I mean, I can get to a dozen different places within anywhere from a 5 minute to a 30-minute drive. It's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, I got to make this one kind of short and sweet. I gotta get back at it. But what do we got here? How come everything's never just perfectly straight? And why do I even care? All right, guys, what you can see here. So the coin shop, it wasn't a bust, but the deal's just no big deal. There's no pressure. I mean, he may watch, he may or may not see this video. I'm not really for sure if he even knows. But I was just looking for a little bit sweeter deals, a little bit sweeter setup. And man, guys, I was gonna do the math. I was gonna do the math on this, but I'm not a big video. I'm not a YouTube pro. I don't put, I'm not putting hours of editing. I kind of do my thing here and move on. But what you're looking at here, what are we looking at, guys? $27 face. I'm pretty sure I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got $12 face, Washington quarters, and we got $15 face of some Kennedy halves. So $27 face, guys. You take 27 times $29.50. That's what I paid for these. So I know it was $700 and something dollars. Man, if I had a little deal here, I would stop and do the math, guys. You can do the math real quick. I don't know. $29.50. I should have sat there and did it. 29.50 times 27, and that's what I gave for these. And when I was in there, because he was telling me, I think melt was like $33.07. He was telling me it was a little over $4 below melt. So I think melt was $33.70, $33.80. These are $29.50. It's I think he was kind of doing me a favor. I tell he wasn't crazy about it. He had more. I was gonna get more, but I could tell he was kind of like, hey, I'd let this here go for this. If you want to do that. But he had some more over here, but I could tell it wasn't like, hey, well, go ahead and give me, everything. Give me what you got. It wasn't. I don't think it was a deal like that. It may or may not have been, but usually if it's kind of a deal like that, people that are selling stuff is like, hey, you want more? No matter what it is, doesn't matter if it's, junks or precious metals or corn dogs, whatever it is, man. If they've got it there, it's all for sale, right? That's typically how it is, and I could tell it was he was okay with me just taking this. Yeah, so here it is, guys. Kind of went out and bought the dip just a little bit, just for the heck of it. Oh my goodness, dude! Tell you what, if you guys know of a better mascot, you guys seen some of my big ladies, I think yesterday. If they'd fit in here, they're a lot calmer. One of those cows is calmer than this crazy rabbit. So I bought the dip a little bit, no big deal. And I could just sit there and do it real quick. PMs for Sale is my favorite. You guys know that by now. If you guys aren't hopping on PMs for Sale, man, I hope that you do. Man, it's just the greatest thing. I know I harp on it, but man, once you do it, I probably could have went on there and got the same deal, but I wouldn't have it in hand today, and I was already out running around. So I figured what the heck. And I did see in here, let's see. I don't really care about this, but I seen some extra nasty ones. So while we're sitting here talking, guys, those who know what time it is. You know what time it is. Oh, look at that. Hey guys, I'm all about it, but that's not like beautiful toning. That's not beautiful toning. That's just decades of nastiness. What do we got here? I'm going to do this, guys. These aren't real bad or anything. Well, let's just take this. I don't know why I always want to shake this stuff a little bit. While we're sitting here jacking around just for a little bit. Got you out of frame. I only got so much room here, though. I don't have these huge, awesome recording studios like some of these other big-time guys, like Fish and, oh, man, I'm forgetting everybody now. Kansas Kid, all these big pros. So I'll just set that in there for a little bit. We'll just set them to the side, guys. I'm not worried about it too much. Every once in a while, I even do this. If it's good for a washing machine, it's not good for Stack Daddy. This isn't going to do, it'll do some for this, but it's not going to do what people think. I could have, soaked it in some hot water and some Dawn or some of this other stuff here. This stuff here will sit there and actually clean it a little bit better. But it won't brighten it and make it as pretty. If you get that heavy stuff off there and then do this, that's when you really kind of get into something. But I'm not worried about all that, guys. I'm just kind of jacking around here. Just taking a little, that little dip there. It's kind of good. It's bad. Like I said on my video earlier, I mean, when that happens, guys, I mean, I'm losing money. I know that sounds weird, but what I have is becoming, when you gather up a bunch of this stuff, it's a lot less valuable. I mean, from day to day. And when stuff drops like that, but I'm not worried about that now because I'm not trying to sell this stuff tomorrow. I won't worry about that for, probably 13, 14 years from now. And I may not worry about it then, just depending on the situation. Dude, did you get off me, man? But either way, guys, what the big spot kind of gets you excited, a dip, just that movement. I don't know what it is when you're in this stacking deal, a little bit of an addiction or whatever. It's a good addiction, though, in my opinion. It's like being addicted to eating healthy or being addicted to exercise or working out or being addicted to helping others. I mean, it's, can you, I'm not saying you can't, but at the same time, I'm saying, can you do too much of that? I don't know. You probably can. I get it. Nothing in excess. I get it. But at the same, I'd rather be addicted to this than, at a casino or a bar or, a drug dealer. I hate to even say it out loud, but you guys know what I mean. So if you're going to be addicted to something, not really addicted, but just really into something, really into it. Let that sit there. It's not going to hurt a thing. But yeah, guys, I came up with a $27 face of some junky junk. And this is about my, oh my gosh, guys. Can you hear that? I thought I got a Bengal tiger back there or something. But this is probably my second love. First love is gold, I'll admit it. And I love silver too. But I just, back when I got into this, silver, I don't know if it kind of like copper now or not. The copper's, it's cool to stack copper. I get it, but it's not, that's kind of how silver sort of was looked at. And then it became more and more of a player in the game. It became more, it became just more mainstream. But if, it's just gold was it when I first, and that's just what is always in my brain. But either way, this is my second favorite. I'd rather be sitting here messing with this than some, some Silver Eagles or anything. I like all that stuff too. I got plenty of it. But there's something about the junky junk. There's something about it, guys. People, I'm not a little kid or anything. I hate to say this. People hate on the Kennedys. Man, I think they're awesome. I think it's all awesome. But, man, I have no problem with this little bad boy. I have no problem. I'll take them all, man. I'll take them all. And people hate on these. I mean, who doesn't like George Washington? I think for the most part people do. But the Washington quarter, it's just like the whatchamacallit dime, because they look like what we have now. I'm going to have to do something about this, guys. Hold on a second. Hold on. Stacks. Dude. What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? This thing is unbelievable. But I guess that's better than a boring mascot. But yeah, guys, let me look here. Do I got a pretty one here? Are they all kind of a little bit nasty? Roosevelt. I say Roosevelt. But man, I'll take all these guys. Give them to me. I'll take them. It's all the same, man. You take this to a coin shop or a bunch of Mercs or anything, they're not going to give you. Of course, I like Mercury's better, but they're not going to give you more for them. You can't really. Some people try to ask for more premium, but I mean, I don't know. Not in my world. I don't pay premiums anyways. But even if I did, or even, I don't pay them, but but let's say that I did, I would go one with the least premium. Let's say. Let me back you guys out here. Nope. Let's see here. You guys seen these? They're probably going to look not the exact same, but I don't think they're going to look like 714 times better. You really got to shake this off, guys. You're wasting this stuff, and it's not the cheapest stuff. I don't know. I think I see a little shiny shine in there. Getting a little sloppy here, guys. Getting a little sloppy. Looking through a camera, so I'm a little cumbersome here. Hey, and another little bit of a response to Fish. Yeah, Fish, I knew you were looking for more precious metals on that, but I probably could do something. I got to go get stuff and all this mess. But there's just no precious metals that I have that is like, oh, my great grandfather passed this down to me and it's super rare and blah. I just have a bunch of stuff that, I really like it, but it'll be for sale at some point in time. So when I think of my stack, or when I know, I think I look at all like investment. So I'm thinking whatever it is, a rent house, some land, precious metals, crypto, whatever. What's it called? Fisher Investment stocks. I'm thinking all that too. Yeah, guys, just look at that. You've seen these nasty things. What they was. All that was nastiness. And I don't really care that much if it's on there. But if I can stop and give it a little cleany clean, I'll give it a little cleany clean, guys. Let's see. See how much better that is? I could get fancy and do before and after pictures, but I could sit here and do more with that one, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine the way that it was. But I mean, if you could do this, why not? Like I said, if you bought a classic car and it was all dirty and nasty, you're going to wash it. You're going to wax it. You're going to vacuum it out. No matter what, it's still classic. No matter what, it's still a 69 Camaro or whatever it is. No matter what I do, how clean these are still, junk silver quarters, and they're worth what they're worth. But if I can just get off the nastiness, guys. There you go. 1956. That's I think that's parents' birthday year, if I'm not mistaken, a birth year. All right, guys. Nothing too super exciting or off the charts or whatever, but yeah, there it is. So I went and I did my part. I bought the dip. I'll tell you what's kind of a tad bit annoying is this weekend I bought quite a bit online. I did a lot of eBay, and I don't know, I say a lot, 5 or 6 transactions or 7 or something, eBay and PMs for sale. And I was getting some smoking deals on eBay, guys, right now. I was posting screenshots of stuff. Man, there's still that same guy. He's a cool seller, and he's selling rolls of Mercury dimes with legible dates, $32 face. And when I was buying them, I think it was up. I think melt was 34 or something, or whatever it was this weekend, guys. It was more than it is today. But if I would have waited tonight, it would be the same price. But PMs for sale, those guys are like adjusting it, and those sellers are adjusting it like in live time, basically. If they put up a post and stuff's dropping, that's what on PMs for sale, you just make a post, just like Facebook Marketplace or something. Those guys are making a post, and they're saying it's this much. And then, that post may go on for hours or days. That post will just be there. It'll just be going on until it gets too buried and you can't see it anymore. But you can say to those guys like, hey, this stuff is dropped. Whenever you're in your private, don't put it in the chat below their post, or you'll get banned probably. You don't talk about price below the post. But after you comment chat below their post, then you'll click on the DM button or PM, whatever. I think it's DM they call it, direct message. That's where you say, hey, what's up with your price here, blah, 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 or whatever. But you can, those guys will definitely most of them make an adjustment. That one there escaped it. Here, guys, we'll do a little, let's see. So we did the easiest. Let's do a little stuff here. What's this stuff called? Connoisseur. That's not what's in here, though. I think I switched this out. I forget what this is. I made a video because I like this container with this big basket, and I switched this out for a different kind of a brightener. Oh, what was it called, guys? You've seen it on there. But this concierge or whatever is not what's in here. It's the other stuff. It's stuff that's kind of more common. So, guys were commenting like, hey, I've got some of that and this and whatnot. Let's go. Guys, I made a short and nobody's watching it. It's okay, but it's been 5, 6, 7, 8 shorts ago. But I think that it doesn't really show what I'm doing. But I'm at one of my deep stack locations. I actually call it deep stack number 9. I keep them, keep spreadsheets on each one. And I'm about to go to, I think, deep stack number 7. I keep so many locations, guys. But that short just showing me adding stuff to that particular deep stack. But it doesn't really, I don't know why. I don't really care if everybody's clicking on it, but it's pretty interesting when you look at it. It's kind of showing where my stuff lives. Not where, but kind of where. You guys know what I mean. But if you go back like 6 or 7, 8 shorts, it may have a picture of that green, that Davis Cup gold in there, I think. It may have that. Well, something's throwing it off. That when you do a short sometimes, YouTube just randomly selects this weird little thumbnail for it or whatever you call it. And I think that throws people off, which is no big deal. I don't care that much, but that is one of my deep stack locations. And I'm about to go to a different one because I've got to drop some. Oh, I think, it's time to put those $1,000 bills up. That's what it is, guys. I don't keep stuff around. It's not so much just a safety thing, but it's also a fire thing, or I hate to talk about that negative stuff, but fires or, and of course, robberies or whatever. I get it, but it'll be tough to rob where I live. You'd have to get through some layers, guys. To get through some layers. First, you got to get through the gates and get past so and so. Then it's tough after that. There it is, guys. You've seen that one. Flip back real quick and look at the difference. This stuff here. Now I could take this and maybe drop it in that easiest, and it would make it even look a little bit better. That's okay. But you guys seen the nastiness. That stuff there kind of cleans better, but it won't make it as bright and pretty. They're kind of two different things, in my opinion. Some scientists will probably say, actually not, blah, blah, blah. But just from my experience messing around. Oh, I think I hear the mail out there. I don't know if I got anything coming or not. But yeah, guys, there it is. One of the most boring videos on planet Earth. I was just showing you, don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm making stuff about going out there and maybe buying a little bit of the dip or whatever. I don't know what I could have got this for on Friday. It wouldn't have been $29.50 face. I didn't even ask, but it wouldn't have been $29.50 face. El no, guys. El nocho. No way, guys. I don't know what it would have been, but I mean that I would have felt bad, if face was, or if melt was been another like a couple of dollars higher. I would have. I'll leave some of those out. I would have. J for junk. I would have been feeling bad, guys. I already felt kind of bad, to be honest with you. But hey, you're not making. You're just, if you walk up to a hot dog vendor and it says, hot dogs, $3 for $1. I mean, I don't know. It's not like it said $1 a piece or $2 for $1, and I'm making the person sell it $3 for $1. That's what they're selling it for, And he didn't. I asked him, hey, what's your best deal? I mean, he told me, I got this, 20, how does 2950 face sound? I was like, it sounds great. He didn't say 30, 31, 32. That's what they said. I didn't, if it would have been, I was looking for probably at least about a couple bucks below. I think that's a respectable right now, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but $2 below it would have been really great for me. And he came through a little bit better than that, And I didn't ask. I wasn't, he didn't make me do that. If he would have come in there and been like $1, blah 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 below, or something like that, I would have said, well, man, what about this? But I didn't have to do that. Thank goodness. I don't like jacking with people if it's already a good deal. We're not trying to crush anybody here. It's not my thing. Just give me a decent deal if you can, and we're good. It doesn't matter what I'm buying. I'm always kind of sort of like that. It's a good deal, and if I know it's not a good deal, I just won't even bug that. I won't bug that person, or I won't bug that car lot, or I won't go to that restaurant very often if it's just I'm not going to go there and hassle them, because the price is what the price is. I think I may put this on here, guys, and do a little spinnerooski, make a little try to make a little shorty, just for the heck of it. You guys are seeing behind the scenes. Don't tell nobody. Just keep it secret, guys. Keep it secret. There's probably some stuff I was going to say. But yeah, if you know, I get the deal. I have to think of something. I could show some gold in that way I had before already, but there's nothing that I wouldn't like, maybe I need to get something like that. Nobody ever buys me anything or whatever. I don't have any. I didn't have like, my great uncle Bert got me into stacking, and he gave me this gold piece or whatever, and that's what changed. That's what got me. I don't have any of that going on, guys. That's not the way that it worked out for me, which is fine. I don't even think about it. Let me get you like this. I don't even think about it. But I don't have, one day my kids, they may have something like that now if they inherit this. I'm like you guys. I'm not doing this to, for my kids' inheritance or to make them whatever. I mean, I never, if I got some left over, they can sure have it. But, I'm not really thinking. I wasn't really thinking that. I mean, I'm thinking that, but not like, I'm not unbelievably seriously thinking that. I mean, whatever happens, they're already going to get stuff, houses and land and livestock and whatever, they're already, somebody's got to get it. So it's going to be my kids, our kids. I'm not really thinking about all this, they're going to get lots of, can I say firearms or do I say pew-pews, or what do people say? You guys know what I'm talking about though. But yeah, there's going to be plenty of all that stuff. And if there's precious metals, and there's precious metals, and there probably will be. I mean, I'm not going to go, gotta get rid of it all right now. I'm not really going to be thinking that. All right, guys, that's enough rambling. I got to get back to doing what I do. I just stopped in here to do this, and I didn't, wanted to say, hey, I'm making videos about buying the dip, and I don't even really call it that. The stuff I like to purchase is a little bit cheaper right now, and I've got the means to purchase a little bit of it, and I've got some time to go purchase some. So that's what I did. Sometimes the stars don't align like that. That's what I did, guys. But all right, guys, there it is. Let me work on a little shorty, and then I'll post a little viddy, and you guys know how it is. Stack on, guys. Stack Daddy coming at you. Middle America. You guys be safe. You're nothing but trouble, Stacks.